Tonight for dinner, I'm making some red wine braised short ribs over some creamy orzo, so let's do it. First, we're gonna pat these short ribs really dry. Now we're gonna season them pretty generously with some salt and pepper. Doing cracked black pepper, and we're gonna do all sides. Just to make sure all the sides get covered, I'm gonna mop up the seasoning. Now we're gonna sear our short ribs, but we're gonna do them in batches because we don't wanna overcrowd the pan. Pot, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna do some olive oil. This is a rosemary olive oil. I'm gonna sear these for like 3 to 4 minutes until they're a deep brown color. Now we're gonna do all the other sides. Okay, I have them all seared. I'm gonna drain some of this grease and leave maybe like 2 tablespoons. To the same pot, I'm gonna add some onion, carrots, and celery. And we're gonna let it cook for like 6 to 8 minutes. And I'm scraping up some of those bits at the bottom. That's some good flavor you want. Now I'm gonna add like 5 to 6 garlic cloves, just whole, and cook for like 30 seconds. Now I'm gonna add like 2 tablespoons of this tomato paste. Just gonna cook it for like 2 minutes until it turns like a deep red color. Now I'm gonna pour this whole bottle of red wine because we're doing 8 short ribs. I'm gonna reduce this until there's about like half of this wine left. Now I'm gonna add 3 cups of beef broth, a little bit of balsamic vinegar, some soy sauce, just a little. A tablespoon of Dijon mustard. I'm gonna add some thyme, rosemary, and a bay leaf. Stir all this together. I'm gonna return all the ribs back to the pot. I ended up taking some of the braising liquid out because I didn't want my ribs fully submerged. You kind of want them like 3/4 of the way up. So I'm gonna take this out and save it for later if I need. But now we're gonna let this come to a simmer real quick and then cover it. We've got it to a slight simmer. Now I'm gonna cover it and we're gonna put this in the oven at 325 for like 2.5 to 3 hours until they're fork tender. Going in the oven. All right, I will see you guys then. All right, short ribs are done. They smell and look amazing. If they're still a little tough, you need to put them back in the oven for like 15-20 minutes. I'm gonna carefully take them out and place them on this plate. I'm gonna start the orzo and then we'll come back to the ribs. Okay, for the orzo, we're gonna start with a little olive oil. I'm gonna throw in some shallots and cook for a couple minutes. I'm gonna do like a creamy Parmesan orzo. I don't want it to compete too much with the ribs. I want it to be a nice balance. I'm gonna add some chopped garlic. I did like 3 cloves. Only cook for 30 seconds. Don't wanna burn it. Now I'm gonna pour in like 1.5 cups of orzo, dry orzo, and we're gonna toast it for like a minute. I'm gonna pour in some chicken broth. Should be about 3 cups. And we're just gonna let this simmer until the orzo is cooked and tender. Should be like maybe 15 minutes. I don't know, I didn't read the package. Okay, and while that's going, we can work on the sauce for the ribs. Now what we're gonna do is strain the sauce. The veggies and everything have done their job. They flavored the sauce, but I want that silky sauce. So we're gonna strain it out and then pour the strained liquid back into this to make our sauce. Okay, did that make sense?
That made sense.
If you wanted a like thicker, more rustic sauce, you could just blend all the veggies into your sauce, but I want like a silkier sauce, so that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna pour the sauce back into this thing. I'm gonna simmer it to reduce it for about 10 to 15 minutes. The orzo's cooked. Now I'm gonna add in like 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan. Okay, I was supposed to use heavy cream, but we just smelled it and it kind of smells terrible, so I'm gonna use just cream cheese instead. I'm also gonna squeeze a little bit of lemon juice. Since I didn't use heavy cream, I'm just gonna add a few drops of warm chicken broth to kind of like, I don't know, in my opinion it was looking a little thick. Okay, now we're gonna add in a little bit of salt, pepper. Orzo's done. Now switching back to the sauce, and dinner's almost done. I'm gonna cover this though. Okay, our sauce is completely reduced. Come look at it. It just needs to coat the back of the spoon. I'm gonna whisk in like 1 tablespoon of cold butter. Oh, turn it on low. And constantly whisk until it's melted and glossy. And you need your butter to be cold. Mine was right out of the fridge. That's what you want. Mine took a little longer to reduce than what I thought, but you just gotta be patient with it. It's time to plate, so we're just gonna do a big spoonful of orzo down in the middle. And we're gonna place our short ribs. I'm keeping them on the bone just to make them look pretty. We're gonna take our silky sauce and spoon it over the short ribs. Usually I would garnish with some parsley, and to me it does not feel complete without some greenery on there, but with that parasite, whatever going around, I don't think we're gonna risk it. So, we also aren't gonna eat the salad that we got. I don't know how I missed all that, but.
It's beautiful.
Okay, it's taste test time. It just does not feel complete without my parsley, but I'm gonna have to go with it. So, let's see what we're tasting like.
That's fantastic. Man, everything's cooked perfect. Sauce. Dude, what a beautiful, yes, please. What a beautiful. I need more sauce.
I thought so too. You could use some brightness like the side salad to kind of break up the richness, but we can't help it. This tastes amazing.
This is exactly the comfort food that we were talking about on this rainy evening here.
All right, we're gonna go enjoy this rainy night, and I'll see you guys later. I'm probably gonna finish my whole plate in about 5 minutes. So, love you guys.
Well, that makes me so happy.